Well, the topic for us today is helping people specifically. So I got a lot of kind of interesting and weird and funny takes on this, and I'm gonna tell you that, like probably a lot of people that might be raised to like if you saw somebody needing help, you went and helped them. And over the past couple of years, things like somebody being, elderly, disabled, handicapped, whatever word you want to use, and trying to help them, there's a different shift in the attitude towards people who like we used to think were disabled, like clearly they were unable or disabled, which means they could use our help to enable them, right? Makes perfect sense. And I use that just as a superficial analogy, but I'm also going to like tread down the path of helping people who are suffering, helping people who are having a hard time in life, helping people who, I don't know, are just going through a series of depressive episodes, stress in their lives, cancer. I mean, anything from the minimum to the life-threatening type stuff. And I've had these conversations both with people who really like to help people and people who, for example, I have had those conversations with people who had cancer and got really annoyed with the amount of people trying to give them unsolicited advice, help them, suggest things to try. And I believe fully with all my heart that behind all of these efforts is goodness. And yet somehow it's not landing like that. So what is it? Like, what is the problem? What is the difference? And why do we help people? And do we need to help people? Right? I mean, it's such an interesting question. And I know myself, there's nothing more annoying when someone inserting themselves to help me when I didn't ask. I actually find it belittling. And I'm not talking about like big life stuff. I'm talking about unsolicited advice. What's the best time? What did somebody say this morning? A friend of mine. What's the best time to give advice? When it's asked for. What's the best time to help? When it's asked for. So, you know, I don't like it. And in fact, like I know people that are always running around trying to help people. And when they come to me to help me, I'm like, no, 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 don't help me. Don't want to help me. Don't try to help me because they're the type of people that as soon as they get involved trying to help, something goes wrong, right? And what I think is going on behind this is it's all about motive. And in this particular person that I'm thinking of is always like, can I help? Can I help you? It's like, there's like a real like tornado type self-absorption. Like she needs to help people because of who she is. It doesn't really have anything to do with me needing help. And I can feel the difference, right? So like for me, if I'm seeing someone who looks like they need help on the street, like for example, the other night I was at an event and someone fell. I mean, wiped out, the food went everywhere that was on her plate. She was struggling to get back up again, so I just went over. A guy had broke her fall, was holding her left elbow. I went and held her left elbow. I just said, do you want to get up and do you need help? Right? And she's like, I'm not sure, I'm okay, da, 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 da. And eventually she got up and she was more upset, actually, believe it or not, about the food going all over the floor. But anyway, I digress. So this idea of being help, to me, sometimes comes across as self-centered or controlling. Because the truth is I want to give you unsolicited advice as a way not to help you. I mean, that's what my mind tells me. I'm like, oh, let me help Mary Jane. She looks like she's suffering. She could use some of my good advice because I know a lot. And I'm going to help Mary Jane by giving her this advice that she didn't ask for, right? Even as I say that out loud, I'm like, I sound like a fucking whack job. But that's the way that I think that's the unconscious thinking. And I think that that's really egotistical to think that I know when someone needs help, that I know what they need. It's like playing God. And I try not to do that, right? I'd rather be here if someone needs help. I'd rather have them ask me for it. In my vocation, I'm certainly not going to offer free help. Someone's going to pay me, right? So there's all different ways of helping people. And I think it's really, really important to be looking at asking questions more than giving answers, right? Like if I think you might need help, why don't I ask permission? Hey, would you mind if I tell you something? I have some thoughts about what you're going through. Are you interested in hearing about it? Yeah, because you don't need to know everything, I think. Well, I take that back because I sit on this for 5 minutes every day and I tell you everything I think. So no, but then this is social media, right? So you can just delete my sorry ass. So you really don't have to listen to everything I think. But you might want to, Rabbit, you might. And yeah, but it's all about like really helping from the heart, nothing subservient, nothing ego driven, just a sincere desire to like give. That's what it is for me, just a sincere desire to give from my heart what I have, what I know, what I've experienced. On that note, on a non-helping but payment type of promotional thing, I am in the first week of December. I'm doing a masterclass on perfectionism. Why you're not on vacation? Because perfectionism, you thinking you're the only one who could do the job, everybody else is an idiot, blah, 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 blah. So you're going to work through a vacation and while everybody else takes one, and you're going to get resentful. If that sounds like you, definitely be looking out. I'm sending emails, I'm putting stuff on Facebook, and I'll be announcing it on Friday through Monday and offering a masterclass at a discount. So if you're interested, I'd love to have you join me. More tomorrow on whatever I'm thinking about tomorrow that I might want to help you with.